few days we play here in Orangevale, which
San Francisco.
sounds awesome, and then San Francisco 2 nights in a row, then San Luis Obispo,
That'd
then
be a sick
home,
show, dude.
and then I actually have to fly to Reno for one more show, but that's it. Then home for a week, and then we're off to Hawaii. But pretty much just kind of keep continuing to repeat this over and over. So luckily, at least I got to where I can get a comfortable bus. It pretty much the tour. Pretty much you don't really make any money. It kind of just, if you're lucky, can pay for itself. But last time, I didn't know they had ones with beds in the back before. It was kind of like our last bus, the front was the same as the back. And I don't really like sleeping in the bunk, so I would just like pretty much sleep on the couch in the back. But this is cool. We got a DVD player and shit.
Were you ever drunk one night, stumbled in, and then it wasn't like stretched out, or like like it's just closed in? I don't know.
Yeah. It's normally not stretched out. It's actually only been stretched out like twice.
That freaked me out. I don't know.
But yeah, I actually was kind of freaked out when it was stretched out because I never seen it like that before, and I was like, "Fuck, it's bigger." But they told me what was up. So
you're so much full of life, dude. I love it's awesome, dude. I don't know. It's just a great experience, dude. Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody at home right now, chilling, watching this interview?
I don't know. All the corny shit's usually true. Follow your dreams. Don't die. I don't know. I got silver and gold markers to sign the black. We sell our T-shirts at the end by ourselves. So, like, I sell them just right off the stage, and there's no white ones left, only black ones. So I got gold and silver, so I can sign the black shirts.
That's sick. You go out there. You'll make the attempt to interact with fans. It's something that most artists don't do, and I think that's so awesome, man.
Well, I mean, like, you probably heard it a million times, but like, really, those are the people that pay the rent and stuff. And if they get sick of you, if there's no one to watch you play, then you can book shows as much as you want, but no one's gonna come. So I don't know. It's like an extra half hour, 45 minutes at the end, and sometimes you're like, I'm ready to get back on the bus and I'm kind of done, but just it's like now I just look at it as like part of the show. I've got like an hour to play, half hour, whatever to do that, then I'm done. And then sometimes, usually the bus is closer to the venue. Right now it's kind of far, so I just have to, like, the driver will get here probably, like, I'll finish, come in here, lock the door, the tour manager will have to get the money and all that stuff, then the driver will come here, we'll drive back to the hotel, go to sleep. So I pretty much just, once I'm done with the merch, then I could hide out here, put on some dry clothes, have a smoke.
Have a smoke.
Go to sleep, yeah.
Well, I would love to have a smoke with you maybe later on tonight. Yeah. Maybe we'll do it, but if not, we will do it down the road because, Mickey, I know you're going to be going places, dude, and I will be meeting up with you in the future.
Good.
All right, so I'm coming for you.
All right.
All right, man. Mickey Avalon, Video Matt, signing out. It's been a pleasure. Go get his album. Go check out Dirt Nasty. Check out the whole crew. Check out the tour.
Dirt Nasty. Mickey Avalon.
Get it done. Video Matt, signing out. Peace.